What's going on? You locked in with the Innovators YouTube. You already know I got the best interviews right here, man. I got my guy, Teo Chooga, in the studio. What's poppin'? How you doing, bro?
What's happening, bro? I'm blessed.
First, I want to say it's a pleasure and a blessing to have you here. I appreciate you coming through today for sure.
Thank you for having me.
Just to start off, let the people know where you're from and where they can find you on social media.
I'm from Vacaville, Fairfield. You can find my music on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, all that and more. And I've been staying in Sac for the last few years, though.
How did you grow up? Was your parents around? What was that like for you?
Yeah, so I came from a household of 7. Both my parents, been loved, been married. I'm the second oldest out of 5. Always been a rowdy and loud house, And it was just, typical life, I guess you could say. We all went to public school and whatnot. I went to school with my older brother and then my younger sister and whatnot. We all went to Callison out there. And it was just always, just loud, popping, rowdy, just something going on, I guess. But nothing too crazy. School, you feel me?
Yeah.
Just a lot of squabbles or fights in elementary, basically that.
Yeah.
And then, the little boyfriend, girlfriend BS, like, even since elementary school, just because it was heck of heads over there at Callison. Like, it was always, you feel me, something going on.
Do you feel people are sleeping on that area as far as, like, the music scene and all that? Fairfield for sure got some artists for sure.
Fairfield got some artists for sure, but even Fairfield, I feel like still in the shadow somewhat for what it be having going on out there too. I feel like Fairfield really not on the map enough. And then as far as Vacaville, my partner right here, Monty even knows, but it's like there's some artists out in Vacaville who got some inspiration or they got a story to tell, but at the same time, they're just not taking it serious enough to that next level to be investing in themselves in the professional way with like studio time and whatnot.
Yeah. And
I'm not hating on no young artists. I came up from the band lab days, but it's like at the same time, there comes a point where if you want to excel as a rapper, you got to take that next level, that next step.
Not for sure. I completely agree with you. So at what point for you did you get into making music?
So I've always just like enjoyed singing along with songs since like my mom really been playing music like from elementary, preschool days. But like as far as really start getting into like writing a song or something like that, 2015. So coming on 10 years, I dropped my first song called Visions, freshman year of high school in October. Off my HPPC, and I ain't gonna lie, that shit was mangy, not mixed, mastered, nothing, straight HPPC, built-in mic. But that's really when I dropped my first thing. But as far as taking on a serious level, like outside of band lab, like okay, I'm paying for studio time. 2020 during the pandemic when I was 265 when I was starting in the studio, and that when I was hella fat.
I was gonna ask you about that because I was not that you ask you about nothing about being fat, but just because I'm a big myself. Let me say that. But like just about your weight loss for sure. How was that for you? Like, how did you do that?
Right, I ain't gonna lie. I just was going through a lot at the time. I had braces on too, so it hurt to eat a lot of food for me. And basically, what it came down to was I started doing intermittent fasting. I was hitting the gym like 3 or 4 times a week while working a job. My teeth was hurting, and I was going through a lot at the time, so I was depressed at the same time. I wasn't eating as much of the same foods. And then I just started getting into smoking on top of all that. So yeah, that's pretty much how I lost most of my weight. I went from 265 to my lowest 172. I'm in the 180s.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh, I just forgot to add in there too, for y'all that want to know how to lose weight. I don't drink juice or soda like that no more, unless I'm drinking it with some hard liquor. Otherwise, I'm not having it like that. Because if you drink soda and juice like that, that's going to get you that gut. I'm telling you right now. Everything with sugar in it, all that evil.
It's always good to just be more healthy, have less weight on you. But how does like your family react to you being an artist? Was they supporting it? Were they not supporting it? What was that like for you?
As far as my parents reacting to my music, they didn't really listen to it as much at first. Like when I'd be leaving the house to go to the studio, they would just kind of ask me where I was going or what I was up to, but they didn't really listen to my music as much. But now they're fully supportive of it. I got family in Southern California that hasn't met me or seen me at all since I was like 12.
Yeah.
Like since I was 2, 3 years old. And then they heard me just speak some words from my grandma and grandpa when they passed away. They ain't seen me in like decade and a half, closer to 2 decades, and they were all just saying I got like that voice.
Yeah.
For radio or music, something that I got to put it to work.
Yeah. Nah, your voice is like it's deep, but it no homo. No,
nah, you're good.
It's a good voice though, for sure. I can agree with that for sure. People say the same thing about me, so I feel like I should be able to tell. You feel me? If someone got that type of voice, but how do you feel about like the NorCal music scene in general? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What's your opinion?
I like it. I always got love for it. My partner would even say and vouch for me that like that's all I play in my like car. I can name like probably 20 NorCal artists right now that I got on my playlist. We're underrated for sure, but at the same time, I feel like even though I feel like we underrated, we kind of hold our stature or bar where it's at because we're not expanding or going outside the box too much, outside of like basic hood trauma and street shit.
Yeah.
Outside of like, you know, LaRussell. Shout out here.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you on that. You're right though. I feel like it's a lot of hood shit and there's a lot of street shit that everybody, not even everybody, majority of people don't even know about. So then at the same time, you try to people are trying to draw a connection from it. They might not even know like there's no connection because they don't know. But for you, like, what are some things that inspire you just on a day-to-day basis?
Shit, just being alive. God giving me another breath every day. Give me inspiration. But outside of that, just what I guess, like, my struggles and what I go through and just what I live through, like, the ups and downs and love of my family to, like, the dark side and the bad that I just experienced, you know, just being outside, I guess, or, you know, just in a more faster, darker environment.
Yeah. How have you dealt with that, with being outside? Is that something you don't want to do more down the line? You want to get out of more, or just something just kind of come with the lifestyle? What's your opinion?
I mean, for sure, all this comes with the lifestyle, but at the same time, I'm not no crazy to me. I'm for sure, you feel me, trying to elevate, get outside of this, like, branch bride and just bullshit. Because at the end of the day, you know, I got a family that loves me. I got little birds to take care of. I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. I got my own clothing line coming out soon, you know. I got way too much going on to just be swambled up and consumed in the depression and bullshit that come with the streets.
Yeah. What is your ethnicity?
I'm Mexican and Cuban.
Gotcha.
And I got just a sprinkle of German in me.
Got you.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I was like, shit. We just go figure it out. And I'm gonna ask you. What has been the adjustment for you living in Sac now? Because I would say it's definitely different than Vacaville.
Head on swivel. Be ready for anything to happen at any given time. Stay out the way. Don't flash or shine too much. And you feel me? Don't be too friendly with too many people and just be worried about your chips. That's been the main adjustment I made.
Yeah. I know you didn't grow up out there, but living out there, do you feel like people have tried to involve you into politics?
100%.
Is that anything you've had?
100%. 110. 110.
And what, are you able to get out of it just because you were like, I didn't grow up out here, or you feel like you got thrown in? Like, what's your opinion?
It's like little sprinkles of shit that I'm thrown in, but at the same time, like, I know how to hold my own and handle mine as a man, and I know I'm not getting over involved into nothing that doesn't have to personally pertain to me.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, it's pretty easy for me. I wouldn't say it's because I'm not from out there. It's easy for me to move because it's still, like, certain people that even been, like, haters or certain separation that's happened since my homie passed. Feel me? Long live DJ, Damari forever.
Yeah.
But it's, like, at the same time, I just know how to move as a man, and I know what personally pertained to me and was just rah-rah shit on the outside that I don't even got to pay no mind to.
Yeah. Can you talk about FOE? And,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I pioneered it since I was 16, 17 years old as a junior at Will C. Wood. And it used to be Foreign Outsiders Entertainment. Then you feel me? It just kind of got dismantled. I ended up being the only one taking it serious, making songs on Band Lab, or just trying to throw songs together, dropping songs. So it got revamped around the pandemic, and it became Family Over Everything. And then we really just started getting together and grouping ourselves as artists just within this past year. and now we all family or everything. FOE click, family first.
Your project that you dropped, Year of FOE, what was the mindset for the project?
The mindset of the project was to honor our partner DJ. You feel me? It dropped the day after his death day, RP, on December 18th of last year. It dropped December 19th, just the other day. We were mainly just going for having all of us go for the abstract sound, but staying with the authenticity of what be going on just with our personal lives and whatnot. Kind of like you said, the NorCal, like street sound or authenticity of just the raw sound of like just what goes on in the ghetto. Like we still have that in our lyrics, but at the same time with these instrumentals and different producers that we worked with, because we had a lot. It was like at least, I think I counted the other day with my family, like 8 or 9 producers I could go ahead and name on. We were just going for that abstract sound, that unorthodox.
You also dropped another project, Painful Promises.
Yeah.
What does that title mean to you? Or like, what is a painful promise? Something that you would grant that you promised, or like
something that you grant that can't be promised, and then knowing tomorrow's not promised. Just something that seems as concrete or as solid as can be, but it's not guaranteed. And basically, that whole theme of the tape was based around my homie passing and whatnot, and just how I kind of not only shifted life, showing that tomorrow not promised, but just my whole mindset and just how shit done changed for me when I thought, you feel me, I set in a certain mindset or in a certain state of mind to be able to grind or go get it like how I used to before.
Yeah. Nah, I like that for sure. And that you dropped 2 projects this year. What was the process for you putting that project together? It was pretty much the same.
It was stressful.
Okay.
It was stressful. 12-hour studio sessions, like my partner in the corner right here said, Bonnie, shout out him, 5'3" FOE. Nah, it was like 12-hour sessions, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was just having bottle lunch in the stew. I was really just trying to like get that emotional side of me outside and whatnot, because I've been mourning the last day this day about growing. Is like I was just putting the songs out as authentic as I can for him, because his sisters, his mom still follow, keep up with me on Instagram and whatnot. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
So it's like I was just trying to really dedicate this to my partner, just from talks we had in the car, from me and him just smoking together, and him being like, bro, you gonna make it outside of here like with your music. Like when I just used to like freestyle and just bullshit, I was even recording no music at the time like that in Sac till after he passed.
Yeah. There was like you dropped the project in 2020, no hesitation, but there was like a 4-year gap. Can you talk about like the gap and why there was that gap?
Yeah, bro, I got you. I was just in relationships, hecka serious at the time, bro, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I'll be mentally, it's like really hard as a rapper to be like in a relationship serious and just take music serious at the same time with how much both consume your time. And basically that's what it was. I was in 2 really serious relationships at the time. Both kind of went south, wasn't really working out. And yeah, just consuming and not being able to make music. And at the same time, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers was just being stressed from like the bitch at work. So it was just like all mainly from there.
Hey, that's some real shit. Nah, that's real, because I had a friend that was an artist, but he had a girlfriend. And he was just telling me, he was like, bro, it's hard to rap about the same shit when I got a girl. Because at the same time, she's like hearing what I'm saying. So she's kind of like, well, who the fuck you talking about? Or what you talking about right here? That's not me. Like,
I know homies.
Yeah. But that makes sense for sure. But shit, you came out this year and dropped 2 projects. What can we expect for next year as far as what you have coming soon?
Appreciate that. You feel me? Shout out Rich Nito Juan. Shout out 16 Letter. We gonna have a collab tape. We the 3-headed goat, 3-headed dragon, whatever you want to call us. We the Mighty Mexicans. We gonna drop the Gremlin tape. Mighty Mix, you know what I'm saying? We gonna drop the Gremlin tape probably around February to April time. Y'all could expect that. Still figuring out if it's an EP or album, but it's gonna be about a 4 to 9 song track, and it's gonna be just a lot of dark Bay Area type rap, like Repo Rap type beats.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be all authentic.
What do you feel separates you from other artists?
How real I keep it with my raps. Like, brother right here knows right here. I don't know. I just feel like everybody got a story to tell, but I feel like a lot of people kind of fabricate, or as my pops say, put like extra frosting on the cake with it. You know, like they probably got like 20, 30% real what they talking about, 70% fake. But like, I'll really be saying like something real, and then if you just hear my tone and demeanor, the way it come out, I feel like real just recognize real, like they be saying. But I feel like what separates me from the rest is I don't try to auto tune or do no that extra in my voice. Like you said, I just got that voice. All of my engineers they don't even got a preset for me. They just do a quick mix will sound good to the beat, and then everything I just speak out, whether it's some melodic, whether it's like some dark street shit, is just all authentic. I don't bullshit or cat fake none of these reps.
I did want to ask you. I meant to ask you this after you was talking about your friend, but like death is something that a lot of people handle differently. But like you said, it's something that is inevitable for everybody. How do you personally? I know you talked about it a little bit as far as like you would say you was with the smoking or whatever, the boys and shit. But like, how do you deal with something? You probably really never get done dealing with it. Like it's you learn to live with it. But like, how have you dealt with losing people, just in general?
I mean, it happens a lot. I was just telling my family the other day, like, or my older brother, matter of fact, shout out Andrew. I was just telling him the other night, like, it's hard for me to quit this music, no matter how much it consumed for me, just because, like, people I wasn't super close with, but, like, my partner, old high school friends, like, you feel me, fathers or whatnot, like, that got their life taken, like, really don't get compliments to my music before it even developed to what it is now in the studio, and it's just, like, I feel like how I just deal with death is mainly connected to the music, but first I gotta give it to God. Anytime I deal with death, I say a prayer at night, prayer in the morning, hoping they soul well rested and whatnot. And then I guess the healing on my part, just outside of spirituality, I'll just be trying to deal with it, is just elevate myself as a man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you feel me, it's something inevitable, like you said, but I still, you feel me, got my way, doing my pain in my ways. I smoke some good way.
Yeah.
I'll go work out. I'll try to, you feel me, challenge myself to get physically stronger, to elevate that much more as a man. And then to go transcribe the rest that's still on my mind or still eating me, I really just try to put it on the pad. Literally pen and pad. That's my partner right here. I don't type this on my phone. I really write this.
You really write your shit?
I'll write my shit pen and pad. I'll really write this out when I'm going through.
Full notebooks.
Dead ass, two full notebooks in there.
Can you talk about like your elaborate more into your studio process, like as far as beat selection? You said you write everything down, which is I feel like different than what most. I feel like a lot of niggas are just punching in right now. They're not writing anything down.
Yeah. Nah,
but,
I'm not going.
Why do you write? Like, why have you done that?
I mainly write because I feel like that's when you get the more deeper and authentic definition of your true inner self. My partner Uni said a while back that T-Pain said like the OG artists could tell who freestyled and who actually wrote theirs, and that ain't really like hit me at the time or meant too much. Now it kind of means a bit more, but I agree with that at the same time. At the same time, there's a couple verses on Year of the Foe that people probably might not even know. I didn't even pen at all. I just was drunk freestyling in the studio. But with that at the same time, like when I get more into this as an artist, I'm really trying to take it more serious, and I just feel like I get to the more deeper, vulnerable side of myself when I really like sit in a room or sit in a space and I'm collecting all my thoughts together, and I'm actually able to jot down line by line what I'm feeling or what like I'm relapsing or reliving in a sense, and then being able to adjust that to like a melodic or flow sound.
Yeah, no, that's dope for sure. But at least you know you can do both. Like, you feel me? Some people they never write shit down at all. they wouldn't even consider writing something down.
My engineer was just talking to me about that the other day at the studio, bro. I was checking funny a week ago. Shout out the update 916 Dan. He was just telling me, he was like, bro, I be hearing some artists, these motherfuckers just go straight record and just say some straight BS, like they just be straight freestyling, not writing nothing at all, just trying to punch a straight 16 or 32 out, and he's like, "You're not Pac."
Yeah, that's crazy for sure. If someone never heard a song from you, what song would you tell them to listen to?
That's a great question. I'll tell them go listen to Ali.
Why specifically that song?
Because you feel me, it's turned. You could listen to that around the bros. You could listen to that around your girl. And I'm honoring my partner. I got my chain right here, DJ. And I'm also shouting out my older friend for putting me on game, knowing how to maneuver from being a family man and just being outside. Shout out LJ, wherever you at.
Do you have kids or not? You have no kids?
No kids.
Okay.
No kids.
Hey,
cool.
don't rush.
I'm not rushing.
I don't got no kids either, but definitely don't rush. What are some artists that you want to work with? Like, who would you want to collab with, or who do you see yourself collabing with?
That's a great question. I'm always open to collab with artists. It's not really no set big names. There's some local talents in Vallejo that I'll be down to collab with because I'll be performing out there and whatnot. Outside of the rec of the my clique out of FOE, it's not really no set names in general. I mean, I know I've been trying to reach out to what's it called? Molly Bo for a minute and Swerve, but that was because my partner at the time was cousins with Molly Bo, Yee and Pete.
Yeah. No, that would be tight for sure. That would be tight for sure.
He got that connect. We'll see in the future. Maybe I get something.
Yeah, it can. I just feel like same thing with like with doing interviews and like there are people that I'm supposed to interview for 2 years, but like a lot of shit just happened when it's supposed to happen. Timing is everything.
It's true. It's true.
Nah, for sure. I'm like, hey, they'll be like, are you mad that it didn't happen? I'm like, man, when it's supposed to happen, it will happen. So I don't really be tripping. As far as like Sac, how do you feel about their music scene? You've been out there. I'm sure you probably been to some studios and shit out there. Yeah. Like, what you can talk about the music scene, but also I want to know like what differences do you see between like out there and then the Bay?
Sac, I feel like it's just more like dark, like hardcore, like raw street shit versus I feel like the Bay Area is still keeping on like, I don't want to really say hyphy, but it's keeping that more lit club, like turn up vibe. And there's still some dudes in the Bay that are like repping the streets or the outside or the ghetto, whatever you want to call it, streets for what it is. But I feel like the Sac generates or like correlates more towards that direction than the Bay Area does. But shout out Sac, I feel like they're pushing their music scene in all directions, and I got friends from different parts. I feel like all around, like Sac's holding its own thing down for what it is. You feel me? Stockton's getting put on the map as well too. Shout out Stockton, but I feel like Sac originated that whole hardcore, dark, like raw, authentic street sound, and it's still holding it down to this day with that. It might be a little more underground because of some artists from the past since, but it's still being authentic with that to that point. And then I feel like the Bay's doing its job with just keeping those club bangers and hits to this day.
Yeah. What's your opinion on saying nigga? Do you say nigga or you stay away from it? What's your opinion?
I say it.
Okay.
My friend laughed me.
And do you feel that people...
You know,
the people, they're like, do they care? Like, I told people, I was like, shit. Well,
I almost got in a squabble in 5th grade over it.
For real?
Yeah, some kid tried to say I called him the hard R, and I never called him that. My partner knows this too, because he went to elementary school with that. Wow. Bro, it's true. Yeah, nah. I try not to overuse it now unless I'm with my friends, but they all know what it is. Like, if it's someone new I'm meeting, I'm not going to be disrespectful and just throw it out there and just be like, you know, hella ghetto and disrespectful like that. But at the same time, my partners know what it is. Like, these are my brothers at the end of the day. Yeah. They call me, I call them. You've been around niggas his whole life. Yeah, so yeah. And that's what I was telling, I told somebody that the other day. I was like, I said, what people not realizing is if someone from another race go around black people their whole life, they've been getting called nigga their whole life. Like, what am I supposed to do? So they're gonna end up saying it back. Whether you, I'm like, retarded, bro. I'm like, they have like that's what your environment. I'm saying he's Mexican. Probably my environment, bro. My parents know it too. They be cooking me. They be get mad. No. They just be roasting me. They try to talk. If you could relive your life, is there anything you would change? No. Keep everything the same? Absolutely. I got you. Because that all got me up to the point where I'm at today and blessed by God to be able to, you feel me, be more of a follower and see my sense what it is, and then also be able to translate it to my music in a way to be able to help other people relate and be able to overcome whatever their battles is. Do you believe the streets should be so glorified as it is? No. Why is that? Because there's like no real like backbone to it anymore. Like you got snitches, you got motherfuckers backdooring you just to get the upper hand. You got motherfuckers trying to get at her, like holler at your bride. Like it's just so much going on, and then it's just hot to the point where it's like there's really no security or no, like I said, backbone to it no more. You die, you go to jail, motherfuckers not gonna be paying your mom, your dad, taking care of your little siblings. You're not gonna be worried about none of this shit, making sure your girl alright. Whoever you guys saw that shit, it's bullshit.
Yeah, that's real shit, and I would hope that, like, especially as like people are getting older, they realize like who they. It's so important with the people you have around you and keep around you and people give your energy to, because I don't ever want to kick it with no niggas like that. That's not like, that wouldn't be a pallbearer at my funeral. That wouldn't be
the one carrying shit on me. That's real.
If we not locked in, like, we not. I don't really want to be around you like that, because
that's how I'm with mine.
Anything can happen on any given day, as we all know.
We lived through this from up under DJ RP again, but that's real what you said right there. That's why I keep my circle like a Cheerio.
Facts for sure. That's how it gotta be. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
See, I'm not gonna lie, blowing up. Either moved out the way, maybe took to SoCal, or maybe in Florida. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like SoCal. Man, because my inspiration, man, I'll be like, you feel me? Like, I've been listening to Kodak since 2014, 2013, and then just the beach vibes. Some of the nurses, you feel me, I'll be working with, because I still got my 9 to 5 main hustle at the end of the day. They be, what's it called? They be telling me it's all dirty at the beach and whatnot, but I don't know. I just want to see what the tropical vibes is, and you know, I'm part Cuban, so I just want to get that little enlightenment, maybe.
You're going to be a lot. They're going to love that out there. They gonna love that. They gonna love that for sure.
And I got this sludge, man. Come on,
facts.
Boy.
Can you talk about, like, what is it? How are you adjusting to, like, working and being an artist at the same time? And what is that adjustment like for you?
It's a whole third job in itself, just mentally adjusting, because, like, you got to get your sleep in. You got to deal with your personal friendships or romantic relations, and, you know, make sure everybody feeling appreciated and loved. That depending on you and your individual life, and then at the same time you working, and then at the same time, if you actually serious about this music shit, there's really no days off with this, because every day or two off you get, you in the studio. A lot of these nights you getting in is like 46 hours of sleep.
Yeah. What music did you grow up listening to? Like, who are some of the artists you grew up listening to? I
grew up to a variety, to be honest with you. I listened to Usher, Ashanti, Kanye, my mom put me on, Key Sweat, 50 Cent. That was kind of the early stage of me. Then recent more so, I've been listening to Briss, Kodak, like I told you, like Young Boy, Max B, 16 Letters, shout out Phone, Chief Keef. That's pretty much most of the list I could think right there. Oh, and YNW Melly. I'm trying to get more melodic shit. Shout out Lucci too. I've been listening to some Lucci lately. Been off that a lot lately.
What advice can you give to someone that wants to get into making music?
Be real with what you do with it. It doesn't matter if you're making rap music, trap, country, pop, R&B. Just, I would say, be authentic to yourself and put your whole soul into it. Don't half-foot and be like, oh, like, I want to make a song, but I'm a little nervous, or, oh, like, I want to talk about that, but I'm too shy. Like, feel whatever instrumental or beat you're getting on and put your whole heart and soul into it, and then it's all going to shine from there. Don't matter what you do.
When people hear you, what do you want them to hear? What do you want them to see?
Man, that I'm just 110 with it. Like I said, I'm the voice. I'm just enunciating, commenting on just what's actually going on.
Yeah. I rock with that for sure. Can you talk about anything, new videos coming soon, shows coming up, anything that the people could be expecting from you?
Yeah, so I got shows monthly going on at the Chris Club in Vallejo. You always can follow me at Chug, CHOOGFOEU, or at our group page on Instagram, FOETB4U. That's a number 4 and then U. To go ahead and see updates about the shows monthly going on in the Bay and whatnot. Got a show coming up on December 27th. That's just tomorrow in Vallejo, California. But as far as music videos, I got the Let's Get It music video coming out sometime next month. The song dropping on New Year's. But Marky Do, shout out my brother, he's shooting the music video for that. I got some more visuals coming out sometime next year soon with Chanky, shout out bro, he from Stockton, my Asian, and then Shot by Diz as well from Sac.
Yeah, I've been saying that. I was gonna ask you. I do see you got your own YouTube, and I see like you also have dropped on other platforms as well. What's your mindset with that? With dropping your videos?
It's more so you're experimental because at the end of the day, I'm still an inside artist. I'm forward for anything.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm still trying to kind of see what's gonna give me the most pull, but it's more experimental. I drop stuff on my own YouTube, like you said, with 1,000 subscribers, and then I drop mine on Chanky or Diz YouTube channel. Shout out them just to kind of see what's gonna bring me the most elevation from the material or song I'm putting out.
No, for sure. I completely agree. I always say like, I think it's definitely smart to drop on other channels while you're trying to get your buzz up and shit and build up your fan base. And then, because at one point in the future, you'll only be dropping on your own shit. So it's good at the beginning for sure. I just wanted to see like, what was your thought process on that?
Most definitely.
For my final question, though, I did want to ask you, like, say you're able to go into the room and talk to the younger you, what are you telling them?
Like my pops did with me when I was little, man. I'm just gonna squeeze his hand and tell him everything gonna be all right.
That's it.
It's short, but it's real with it's just things I experienced and I went through, man. Like it sounds short, but at the same time, it's like I know at the end of the day, as long as I know everything gonna be all right as a man, I keep waking up blessed for the next day for what it is. I keep trying to push myself to elevate and move forward as a man and go to a higher stature with my mental, physical, spiritual, and my financial, my job.
Yeah.
That's what matters, getting myself to the next step. And sometimes life hard, but at the end of the day, if I was just here, hey, you got this. Everything gonna be good.
No, for sure.
So I gotta hear it, that little warm tug from my older self to my little self. That's all I need to hear. Just a little thug hug. He gonna keep on stepping.
Yeah. Nah, I rock with that for sure. Can you give your Instagram one more time so people know where to follow you at?
Chug, CHOOG, FOEU.
You got new music out now. Just dropped a new project on the 19th. New single out with SS Rich, Geeked Up Too. That just dropped shit on New Year's Eve. Painful Promises, that dropped earlier this year. Y'all make sure to tap in. Definitely a dope interview. Anything you want to address or say before we wrap this up?
Shout out 53FOE, my partner in the corner on the couch, you know what I'm saying? He's dropping more music coming 2025. He was on a verse on DJ Moby. He's going to have his own solos coming out soon.
Yeah.
Shout out the whole folk clique. Shout out 16 Letter, Real P, Real Certified. He going to have more music coming out with my Gremlin tape soon, along with Rich Nito Juan. Rich Nito Juan got melodic, land rap, trap rap, all that in mode, what you want. Shout out the whole clique, Silent Ship, Oni, you feel me, Nelly and them. Manny Man, y'all already know what we talking about, folks. This is our year. No, we taking over. This is the takeover.
You already know you locked in with the Innovators, man. Dope interview on the way.